Page 10, La Cucaracha, the cockroach. I've been trying to learn Spanish for years and I still can't pronounce it with a hoot. So I'll keep trying because I'm living in Arizona. It comes in handy to know Spanish because we're very close to Mexico. Anyway, let's look this over. It's a page long, treble and bass clef, no sharps or flats in the key signature. It's either in the key of C major or A minor because those are the keys with no flats or sharps in the key signature. And if we look at the end, the finesse at the end of the second line, we're here, C major. I'm guessing we're in C major. However, when you do the scales, do them both, C major and A minor. And 3/4 time signature. We have a pickup beats. They're a pickup measure because there's only 3/8 notes in it. That's 1.5 counts. We need 3. Well, if you look at the last measure at the bottom, that's a dotted eighth or dotted quarter note, excuse me. That's 3/8 notes. That's 1.5 counts. So they split the measure. So we're coming in on the end of 2. 1 and 2 and. All right. Let's take it one hand at a time, make sure we have the notes in the fingering and the rhythm. The right hand, you're starting here, and then the first full measure, the third finger is here. That puts the hand here. See, sometimes you got to look further into it as to what your hand position is. It's not always going to be a 5-finger position. You got to look out. This isn't. This is here. So it's and 3 and 3 and 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and now it's 4th finger. Come down. You got to rest. Now we're in this position. Rest. Come up. You cross over. If you're doing the scale, that's easy. If you're not doing the scale, it may not be so easy. Now I'll show you another fingering you can try because we're starting to get out of this beginner fingering stuff. In the second line, the second measure, you're here, you're in this position. However, in the third measure, rather than this, I can prepare this in the next measure. I don't have to end on 5th finger and come up. I can, there's nothing wrong with it. I have a rest. But I like to feel my way around the keyboard, and this is tricky going from the 5th finger to 4th finger. I'd rather not. So what I can do in the third measure, rather than here, I'm going to reach out and use 2, 3. I'm going to finger it like that. It's another way of fingering a G chord is all. And so it's this way I'm closer. It's just a little bit of motion here to get up. I'm not going from here to here. I'm going from here to here. It's very little, and that's what I would recommend you try. At least try it. The third line down, you're down here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay. Left hand. We got broken chords here. It's all 3 of those notes is a C chord. It's just a broken chord. I'm just passing weight here. I'm just rolling here. The wrist will do whatever it does. I don't care. I'm just transferring weight from finger to finger. I'm walking on the piano. Second line is here. Same thing. I'm just walking. And then the 4th measure come down. See, all of these notes in the second line from the first measure is here. And in the 4th measure, it's here. Well, all 4 of those notes together make up the 5/7 chord in C major. It's just we don't use all 4 of them. Typically, now we're starting with this, and then they change to this one. It's the same chord. The third line, they want to come up here. From here, I don't recommend it. I don't want to go from here to here. You can if you want to. Good luck. I'm not going to recommend it. I'm just going to reach up and use 2nd finger. Because I can spread out. I can get it all. And then I can collapse. I got rest. And then I can come up. The end of the line, you're here. And then here, then what, 5? I see no reason for 5. I'm in this position. I'm just going to stay here. 4. And then back down. I don't want to move the hands anymore than I have to. So the hands together is, and I hesitate all over. It's these, and then these, and then these. The 4th finger, these. I'm just trying to figure out which fingers are working together. And then once I've done that, I'll go back over a few hundred times or whatever and slowly work out the hesitations so it's a steady beat. Nice and slow, but steady. And once I've done that, no hesitations, then I'll think about the articulation. If slurs and staccatos, I'm going to hinge at the wrist for the staccatos. And this, you see under the staff at the beginning, they have the word legato. That means connect it. Connect them all. It's like a big curved line. Just connect it. Because if they didn't say anything, then it's your choice how you want to play it. You play it however you want. But they're telling you, no, connect them. So it's here. So to connect the left hand, and you got staccatos in the right. So once I have the articulation working, more or less, then I think about the dynamics. MF at the beginning is mezzo forte, and that's the melody, which is the right hand. Whatever you think sort of loud is. These chords in the left hand need to be soft. You get down to the third line, that's an F for forte for loud. And this is all melody here. This isn't the chord, that's not melody. So that can be played softer. Now melody, soft. This is soft. Yeah, so I put in the dynamics. And once I have the dynamics, then I think about the speed. Well, with spirit, it's not a speed, it's a mood. There's lots of recordings of this. You find out how it's a happy piece, I guess, for cockroach. Well, that's my rendition for now. With a few cups of coffee or glasses of wine, it would change, but you get into it. Remember the natural accents. 1, 2, 3. 1, go 1, 2, here. Ba, 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 here. 1, 2, 3. 1. Feel these natural accents all the way through this. It has a DC al fine at the bottom. See, the DC means go back to the beginning, and the fine is at the end of the second line. So you just got to go back and do the first two lines again, is all. Let's play this together very slowly and check the notes and the rhythms. I'm not going to do louds and softs. I'll do the staccatos and slurs and the DC. So I'll give us 3 counts plus 1.5, whatever it is, because we come in on the end of 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and go.